can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the middle,
dub, I'ma win. Fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Express and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flushed out right, and this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they bring out their punter. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down by Von Bell. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 19-yard line.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Judy. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check 59, Mike. 7 Pirates, 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Going quickly here to Thomas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Go.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
From the gun on third down, McLeod. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. It's been a long day for you. Mike 40, Mike 40. Too little, Cupcake.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready,
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
70 range. 70 range. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Burrow on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
24 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 24 is the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 1st and 10, McLeod completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 10.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Broncos nothing.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
All right, D. Let's go. All right, D.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
8 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
For the Bronco field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down carry now for Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready? 70 Lions. They're not ready for this. They still Panther 60s. Panther 60s. I'm playing the wrong football. Shit! Watch the shit!
Play action. It's Burrow. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Here we go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Go street. Cross the turn. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I'll get him.
On third down, Burrow. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Off play action. McLeod. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Number 30.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down express.
Hawk 70. 26, Mike. 26. Smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. You got double up. Double up.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
you gonna get this?
Mike Ford, I don't think you got it, son.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Mike Ford. Hey, here we go. Mike Ford.
Get that.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of
16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
31's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Smash. Go, man. Go. Trace in here. Let's get into some penetration.
Back.
18, Pioneer.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
31.
Come 19.
31's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Ready, go.
31's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To the air again, Burrow. Dancing to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
30-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's fourth down.
19 tight, go!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Is the mic. 70 Lions. He's 18 rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed.
Showtime today, baby.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
This is intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On first down, Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go, D. All that. 19. All that. Mike 40, Mike 40. That. Watch the twist. 45.
On second down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This will be taken at the 10. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing again. McLeod. He'll fire one downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 76 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Express 13. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Burrow on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McLeod. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McLeod, he's got his big tight end, Fan. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good for a Denver.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
57's right. All day, dog.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Not today, you are. Not today. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Pablo 18.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the gun, McLeod. He can, and a loose football. This will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Justin Simmons. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to throw. McLeod, and that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
24 is the mic. I got you.
Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 38. Express.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Check 9, check 9. Warrior 70. Mike 4, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
24 is the mic, so don't say nothing. 24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
From the gun, McLeod. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it complete to Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Watch the backer. Mike 4, I got it. Check, check, go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Single. I got deep third.
And Burrow going to throw again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Riggs. 31's the mic. 18, Pioneer.
Again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's good.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.